Hey eBay sellers, it's Suzanne A. Wells, and thanks for coming back for another sales update video. The sales shown in this video took place between November 15th and December 14th, 2019. And the purpose of this video is to show what the average person can do with consistent effort over time running an eBay store. The sales in this video are from my eBay store, Atlanta Golf Shop, which is set up as a teaching store so that you can go and look at how I do things, how I do my photos, titles, pricing, all that great information is there for you to learn from. I have been selling on eBay since March of 2003, so I've been doing this a long time and I'm here to help you learn. Now, as far as the numbers I'm going to be giving you, how profit is calculated, that is explained in another video. The link to that is below. So if you are not clear on how I'm coming up with these numbers, you can go check out that video for more information. Just remember that shipping discounts can be up to 40%. So if you're confused on how could she have made that much profit, that's why, because those shipping discounts can really factor in. And you get those shipping discounts by printing your shipping labels through eBay. So another reason to use eBay's workflow for shipping your items. Also remember that the number of watchers on an item does not make a bit of difference in the amount it will sell for or how quickly it will sell. Same with the number of views. And items can sell in minutes, hours, months, or years. So it's just a matter of hanging in there and you just keep going. So we're going to go through my sales now. Let me preface this by saying that I did some house cleaning this month. I'm trying to get rid of some items I've had for a long time that I wouldn't buy today. So I'm just going to clearance those out. And I have decided I don't want to go for 1,000 items in my stores. I just don't want that much inventory in my home. I'm going to discuss that more later. So you're going to see some low prices here, but that's okay because it's all part of the process. So this item, Ann Taylor shorts, these were new with tag. I just thought they were interesting looking. I paid $2.25 for these, took a best offer of $8, profit was $5.40. And let me also say that my objective with clearancing out old inventory, stale inventory, is to recover my investment plus the fees. So I'm okay with walking away with profit of $5 on something because I didn't lose any money. I learned something and you just keep moving on. Whenever you clearance out your items, you just want to recover your costs, and that's all you can really do. That's what they do in retail, is they're trying to recover their cost and not take a loss on something. Sometimes you can't help it, but that's my objective here. Next item is a cabbie jacket. I paid $1.60 for this, took an offer of $10. Profit was $7.80. This is a t-shirt, kind of like Simply Southern, but it was called Southern Couture. I paid $2.12 for this, sold it for $12, profit was $9.02. And I am doing these sales in order of the sale price. You guys seem to like that on a video I did recently with the $100 sales. I had put them in ascending order, so that's what I'm doing here rather than in date order. These are in sale price order from lowest to highest. Okay, this is an Eddie Bauer sweater. I paid $3.18 for this, took an offer of $13.70. Profit was $8.57. This was a Cuddle Duds throw blanket. I paid $4 for this, took an offer of $14.50. Profit was $10.02. This is a Pier 1 fragrance tin. You open the top and there was a bag of fragrance crystals like air fresheners, kind of an unusual thing. I thought it would go as a gift item and can't confirm that it did, but I paid $3 for it. sold it for $15, profit was $10.85. This is a One World brand top with sequins. I paid $4.30 for this, sold it for $18, profit was $12.02. This is a Speedo swimsuit, size 18. I paid $6.35 for this, sold it for $20, profit was $11.74. Land's End swimsuit. I picked this one up because it was a long size, and Eddie Bauer and Land's End, and I think LL Bean, and probably other companies too, but those are the three I look for, offer tall and long sizes, and those do pretty well because there's just not that many of them out there. So I usually pick those up when I see them. I paid $5 for this. It sold for $20. Profit was $13.06. This is a Chico's belt. I paid $3.18 for this. Sold it for $20. Profit was $16.06. J. Crew dress, 100% silk. I paid $3 for this, sold it for $20. Profit was $15.85. Banana Republic skirt, size 14, new with tag. I paid $6.35, sold it for $20. Profit was $11.78. Another Banana Republic skirt. This looked perfect for New Year's because it was sequins and sparkly, and so I marketed that way by putting New Year's in the title. In case you don't know this, people will go on Google and search for whatever it is they're looking for an occasion, and eBay listings come up on Google. So if you have items that could be marketed for specific holidays or types of events like weddings, baby showers, anything like that, bachelorette parties, put that in the title and see what happens. So in this case it worked out. I paid $3.18 for this, took an offer of $20, profit was $14.92. This is a vintage Orvis skirt. I paid $3.18, took an offer of $20, profit was $16.03. This dress, I had never heard of this brand, but it had a tag on it that was over $100 and it just looked cool, so I went with it. The brand is called Whitney Eve for Nordstrom, and I paid $3 for this, sold it for $20, profit was $14.99. Sometimes I just can't resist those new with tag items. I just have to get them because they're going to sell well because they are new. Okay, this is a Talbot's jumper, size 16. I paid $3.70 for this, took an offer of $22, profit was $15.07. This is a Simply Southern sweatshirt, pullover fleece. It had a nautical motif on the shoulders. I paid $6.35, sold it for $22, profit was $12.42. This is a Charter Club 100% cashmere sweater, 2-ply. I paid $4.30, sold it for $24 on best offer, profit was $17.17. Chico's Traveler's jacket with zippered pockets. I paid $6.35, sold it for $24, profit was $16.37. This is an Anthropologie brand called Eva Franco. I paid $5.25 for this, sold it for $25, profit was $16.09. And I did not put Anthropologie in the title because eBay is covered up with Anthropologie for one, and it's a very long word. It takes up a lot of characters. So I did play with the title on this a little bit back and forth as I renewed the listing, and there's enough Eva Franco on eBay where people know what it is and they don't have to search with the word anthropology. So sometimes you just have to make executive decisions like that when you've got a brand name that's really long and takes up a lot of characters. Is it really necessary in there? Especially with Anthropologie and the sub brands, because that's a lot of characters to be taken up. So you just have to play with it and see what works and just keep working on it until it sells. Okay, this is another Anthropologie brand. I did put that in the title. It's called Elevenses, and this was a skirt, a cashmere blend skirt. I paid $6.35, sold it for $25. Profit was $17.24. This is a Michael Kors tunic. I paid $4, sold it for $25. Profit was $17.96. Adriana Papel top. This was also 100% silk. I paid $6.35, sold it for $25. Profit was $16.02. I don't pick up all of this that I find, but the determining factors here was very pretty color, very bright and pretty color, 100% silk, and I knew it would sell around holiday time because I noticed an uptick in my sales on silk and sequin items that could be for parties or events around the holidays. So just keep that in mind. If you have these types of more formal items, they will eventually sell. It just takes some time. This is a Banana Republic skirt, also new with tag. I paid $6.30, sold it for $25. Profit was $16.14. This was an Ellen Tracy brand vest, but I didn't even put the brand name in the title because I was marketing this more for cosplay, costume, Victorian look, steampunk. You can see all those keywords there. I paid $3 for this, sold it for $25. Profit was $18.78. So again, playing with the keywords. Sometimes it's about what the item looks like and what it could be used for rather than what brand it is. And I did not confirm with the buyer that they're using it for cosplay, but it's an unusual looking item with the color combinations of gold and purple, and I just felt like it might be perfect for a steampunk theme or even for theater. Okay, Eddie Bauer sweater. This was a front zip cardigan, cable knit. I paid $4 for this, took an offer of $26. Profit was $19.51. Another cashmere sweater. I paid $6.35 for this, took an offer of $28. Profit was $18.70. Another cashmere sweater. I paid $4 for this one, sold it for $28. Profit was $21.05. And then these two black sweaters sold on the same day. So this was one of those, okay, make sure you've got the right one because this one was Charter Club. I paid $5.70, sold it for $25. Profit was $16.71. And then going back to the other one, this was a different brand called ML Studio. But these two look exactly alike. And I have to be careful too when I'm pulling my inventory to ship it because I'm just as susceptible as you are to send the wrong thing to somebody. And that's happened to me in the past. So I always label my items with the brand name and all of that so that when I have things that look the same, I'm less likely to make a mistake. Okay, we have another cashmere sweater here. I paid $6.35, sold it for $28. Profit was $21.05. This one sold really fast. It was an Ann Taylor brand, a very thick cashmere and a really bright pink color. Wilson's leather purse. I paid $5.30, sold this for $28. Profit was $19.95. And I mentioned this before in another video, but I'm in the process of creating a course for my premium library along the lines of handbags that are safe to sell. Because yes, I preach don't do the designer ones, the high-end designer ones, because there's so many fakes. And even if you have a real one, that listing is scrutinized more. You've got that keyword in your title. eBay has computer programs they run to pick out listings with these more high risk products. So when you are selling those designer items, even if you've had them authenticated, it can still put you under closer scrutiny. Your listing can still get pulled while they examine it and determine if the item is real and all of that. So, in the past, I have stayed away from handbags altogether, but as you can see, there are plenty out there that are good sellers. You can still flip for a nice profit. They're easy to ship, and they're not going to cause your account to be more closely scrutinized because they're not those brands like Coach and Prada and Louis Vuitton and all of those that uh, set off those alarm bells for fake items. So that course is coming up in 2020. Okay, this is a Jack's brand flannel shirt. I'd never heard of that brand. I just picked this up because it was new with the tag, and this was a really nice soft flannel and just seemed like a nice product. I paid $3.18 for this. It sold for full price of $28.97. My profit was $22.72. This is a Chico's top, and let's see, it was size 2. I paid $6.35 for this, sold it for full price of $28.97. Profit was $19.52. This was a really fun item that I'd had about 6 months. It was a doll that converts to Little Red Riding Hood, the Grandma, and the Wolf. It's like a puppet doll where you pull the skirt different ways and there's different characters underneath. So I paid $1.06 for this, sold it for $29.97 on full price. Profit was $25.68. And I could just imagine like story time at the library or a kindergarten teacher or, just a parent telling a story to their kid. Just kind of a fun item. Okay, this is an Ann Taylor skirt, new with the tag. I paid $6.30 for this, sold it for full price of $29.97. Profit was $20.47. This is a Talbot's cardigan sweater. I picked this up because it was a big size. It was a large. It was very chunky, thick, 100% merino wool and cardigan. I don't buy every Talbot's thing I see. I'm very selective, but it has been my experience that well-made, heavy knit cardigan sweaters are great sellers. I had a buyer tell me one time that he worked in a like assisted living nursing home type place, and that's the best thing for the senior citizens are these cardigan sweaters. They're easy to put on and take off. They get cold, and so I paid attention to that. So brands like Eddie Bauer, LL Bean, Talbot's, Ann Taylor, anything well made that's that chunky knit, whether it's wool, cashmere, whatever. Actually, the nursing homes and assisted living prefer washable, not cashmere, because it's just easier, not to have to deal with dry clean only or hand wash items. But so I always pick these up if they're well made. So this was $5.70, sold it for $30. Profit was $20.03. Okay, this is another cashmere sweater. This had a fun ruffle on the front. I paid $6.35 for this, sold it for $30 on best offer. Profit was $20.39. This is a Missook dress. I paid $3.47, sold it for $30. Profit was $23.22. And you might ask, why is this not on a mannequin? Because it was an extra small and it just did not look good on the mannequin. So I displayed it on a clear hanger. It was too stretched out on the mannequin and didn't look right. So anyway, made a profit of $23.22 on that. This is a J. Jill sweater. I paid $4.20 for this, sold it for $30. Profit was $22.79. This is a pair of Crocs clogs. They had the faux fur around the opening there. The name of this shoe is the Cobbler. I paid $5.20, sold them for $32. Profit was $14.20. This is a very pretty Chico's sheer top with sequins, and it was 100% silk also. I paid $5.60. This sold for full price of $32.97. My profit was $23.64. Okay, this is a Pier 1 mug. I actually had 3 of these when I started out the listing. However, one of them sold, and then when I ended the listing and restarted it to refreshen it, I didn't change the quantity. So this person actually bought all 3, but I only had 2. So yes, everyone makes mistakes, even me. So I messaged the buyer and said, hey, there's a mistake on the listing. We only have 2. Do you want me to go ahead and ship those 2, or did you only want it if you could get all 3? And she was like, yeah, just ship the 2. So I figured out the shipping and refunded her for the cost of the 3rd mug and what the shipping would have been. So bottom line is I paid $1 for each of these mugs, so my cost was $2. Selling price was $33.94. Profit was $27.79. So yes, mugs can be profitable. This is a Ralph Lauren wrap dress. It had a $169 tag on it. I paid $5.70, sold it for $35. Profit was $24.38. This item was returned, which we'll go over when we get to that part of the video, but it is already sold again, so no big deal there. Another Adriana Papel item. This is a beaded halter top. I paid $4.20 for this, took an offer of $35. Profit was $26.84. This is a Brooks Brother cashmere sweater. I paid $3.18 for this, took an offer of $35. Profit was $27.86. This was a very interesting item. Geiger Austria jacket, 100% wool, and it just looked like something that someone would wear in a play or for cosplay. So I had seen that brand before, but it's been years. This was just very well made, had interesting buttons on it, and that bright red color with the contrasting gold or their silver tone buttons. I paid $5.60 for this, took an offer of $35. Profit was $25.42. This was a very nice, high quality cashmere sweater, a men's size large, and it was cable knit. I paid $6.35, sold it for $37. Profit was $27.68. This was a very pretty cashmere sweater, and it had these little holes around the waist, like it had come with the belt, but the belt was not with it. So I included that in my listings. I thought about getting a belt to go with it, but I'm like, no, I'm just going to sell it as is. I paid $4.20 for this. It sold for $40. Profit was $30.96, and it went to London, and the girl was very happy with it. This is a pair of UGG boots. I paid $25 for these. I got these off of a Facebook group, and I did not examine them closely enough when I picked them up. My bad. They had a stain on them, so I was like, okay, that's fine. I'm going to list them anyway. I took an offer of $49.97, and so profit was $19.88, and these sold in like 3 days, so that was okay. Note to self, pay closer attention when picking up items you're buying on Facebook groups. Okay, this is a NASCAR jacket. I paid $31.76 for this. I'd had this almost a year, and I thought I would get a lot more for it, but it was a small size, so I think that's why I did not get a higher price. I took an offer of $50, so my profit was $12.79. Not a great return on a $30 investment, but again, this was outside of my comfort zone, and I took a chance, and I didn't lose money on it, so that's fine with me. This was a very cool Madewell jumpsuit made of wool. new with tag. I paid $3.18, took an offer of $60. Profit was $50.41. This is a pair of Franco Sarto women's boots. I bought these because they're wide calf, and that is pretty rare to find a wide calf boot. I paid $5.40 for these, took an offer of $60. Profit was $47.09. This is another pair of shoes I bought off a Facebook group. I paid $25. I took an offer of $60 2 days after listing them. Profit was $26.83. Here's another one of these stockings I purchased on a Facebook group last spring. I paid $22.50 for a whole bunch of these. It was a allotted price, so per item it was $22.50. Took an offer of $80 for this one. Profit was $47.79. This is a Burberry plaid scarf. I did check it out and make sure it was authentic, and it was. I paid $4.20, sold it for $105 on best offer. Profit was $87.70. And this is another one of the Busella handmade stockings. I paid $22.50 for this on the Facebook group. Sold it for full price of $115.97. My profit was $82. This is a vintage cashmere sweater. I paid $4.40. Sold it for $125 on best offer. Profit was $106.39. And the final item is this vintage Pepsi advertising sign. I paid $4.20 for this. Took an offer of $130. Profit was $105.85, and it went to Switzerland. And when I found this, I wasn't sure if it was a reproduction, like just a cheap, crappy reproduction, or if it really was a vintage sign. So I had to do a lot of digging around and researching to figure this one out. I actually made a video about that process for the premium library in the research section. So if you're a member, you'll remember this video. Yes, this item did finally sell. And I was happy to get positive feedback. It went to Switzerland. The guy was happy with it, so it all worked out. And really loving finding these higher dollar items now. So, returns. I had 4 returns. All were for the reason doesn't fit, including the handbag. She thought it was going to be bigger. Even though I had the measurements on there, apparently she didn't read them or didn't check them. So I had $99 worth of returns during this time period. Okay, so let's go over the numbers. Here we have my squished in year of my stats from January through December, showing the number of items, profit per item, total profit, and the increase from the previous month. So for December, I sold 59 items. Profit per item was $23.21, almost my highest for the year. So I am achieving that goal of getting that profit per item higher. And you can see the total profit was $1,369.18. And if you look at the increase from previous month, it's up 3.32%. And then down there is my sales chart at the bottom, and you can see the ebb and flow of eBay sales. That's completely normal. That's what it looks like. Some days there's no sales. Some days there's over $200 in sales. That's perfectly normal. So you're hearing it from me, somebody that has been doing this business for almost 2 decades now. You're going to have days without sales. So it really doesn't benefit you to go onto Facebook or YouTube and say, is anyone else's sales slow? Yada, yada, yada. Because everyone experiences this. Your time is better spent focusing on your business, getting your items listed, finding more high profit items, doing something to move your business forward, because this happens to everyone. Now, I want to make a note of these numbers I'm showing you. When I started doing these sales update videos, I started tracking from like January 15th to February 15th. So we've got 2 weeks at the beginning of the year of 2019 that are not accounted for, and then I've got the remaining 2 weeks of December that are not accounted for. So after December's over, I'm going to do a year-end recap for the full 52 weeks of 2019 so the numbers will be accurate. Because this chart here, we're missing 4 weeks of the year. And the reason I'm doing these videos is to show you monthly sales and statistics that show what the average person can do. So starting in January of next year, 2020, the updates are going to be a full calendar month. So that'll be less confusing. So just know that I'm going to do a year-end summary in early January looking back over the entire year of 2019 and give you all those numbers, because if you're just starting, if you haven't even started yet, and you want to see what the average person can do, this will give you more accurate information. Okay, now here are all of my sales put in order by profit dollars in descending order, so you can pause the video and look at all that if you want to. And it just shows a recap of everything I just explained. Now, observations for this time period. I sold a total of 59 items. 6 were full price, which doesn't seem like very many, or 10% of my sold items were at full price. The rest was best offer. So yes, I love best offer, and make me an offer. Let's do a deal. I want to sell stuff. That's my mentality. So I love the send offer feature. I use it every single day, and if you're not, you should. Some people kind of like just sort of mess around with it and send an offer every now and then, but for it to really work, you need to be consistent, and you need to send those offers every single day, at least once a day. Some people do it every single time they have an item in that eligible offers folder, but to see any results, just like with anything else in life, you have to do it consistently. So I send mine out in the morning because that's what works with my schedule, and I do see sales from it. Okay, now as far as feedback, I received 24 feedbacks in this period. I had 59 sales. I do take a percentage, so 41% of the sales resulted in 24 feedbacks, but a lot of those feedbacks are from months ago. Like, I think you can leave feedback within either 60 or 90 days. So not all 24 feedbacks came from this month, but I do like to look at that ratio and see, am I getting any feedback? Because this is another thing that people worry about. Buyers aren't leaving me feedback. Well, some do and some don't, and you just can't obsess over it. Just keep moving forward. If they're going to leave it, they're going to leave it. I never reach out to people and ask for it because I don't want to open up a can of worms about something. So I don't want to annoy people. If they want to leave it, they'll leave it. And eBay sends them reminders to leave feedback. So just, it is what it is, and keep moving forward. Okay, in my store, I have now 413 items as of December 14th. And like I said, I am not trying to get to 1,000 items anymore. I've changed course on that, and we're going to see this number start to decrease, and that's fine with me. Okay, what changed this month? I mentioned I'm thinning out my inventory, and this is the perfect time of year to do that, to offer bargains, take lower offers, liquidate your items, whatever you want to do. This is when people are buying right now. So this was intentional. And as you can see, I took some low offers, but that's okay. If you look at the big picture, it's still money coming in. What I'm doing going forward is focusing on buying only items that will achieve $30 or higher profit, not sale price, but profit. Over time, my inventory will consist of only higher profit items. So it's going to take a while to build that up, but that's the course I'm putting myself on. I don't worry about how long it takes for something to sell, because if you're building this business and you're going to keep doing it indefinitely, it doesn't matter when something sells. You're listing things all the time. So if you're listing things today and they don't sell for 6 months, it's still in the pipeline. What's selling today is what maybe I listed 6 months ago. So once you build that pipeline, it doesn't matter how fast things sell. You're going to sell things very quickly, like those Birkenstock shoes that sold in 2 days. And then you're going to have things that kind of linger around, and you're just waiting for the right buyer to come along. So don't worry about how quickly something sells. Build that pipeline, keep listing all the time, and then when things sell, you're going to have a mix of items that have been there for different lengths of time, and it's still money coming in, so don't worry about that. Also, if you're focused on how fast something will sell and you're only listing things that will sell quickly, you're never going to be able to build your inventory. That's how you build an inventory, is things have to sit there a little bit so that they can stockpile and build up. So if you are so focused on how fast can I sell this item, you're never going to build up an inventory. Your stuff's just going to sell out the door very quickly. And to make money in this business, you do have to have a few hundred items in your inventory to see consistent sales. Okay, takeaways from this video. I encourage you just to hold steady in December, because fourth quarter, there's a lot of hype about it. And it's not significantly different for every seller. You can see back on my numbers, I was just consistent this month. I didn't see huge numbers. And today is December 16th. So this week may be a busy week, which that'll be recapped in my next video, but I'm not counting on it. Fourth quarter isn't huge for everybody. And as long as you're consistent, that's great. Also, December is very busy for people. You may have more family events, holiday prep work, personal things, traveling, or people coming to visit you. You have a lot going on, so you may not have as much time to devote to eBay as in other months, and maybe you're not listing as much, and that will be reflected in your sales. So don't be disheartened if you don't see this explosive fourth quarter in December, because it doesn't happen for everybody. And I'm just a believer in consistency over time is what's going to get you there. And there's a lot of hype on the internet about fourth quarter sales that's just not true. So look at my store. I'm the proof. I'm the person that's been here a really long time, and I don't usually have explosive fourth quarters. I just keep it consistent. Also, I'm moving towards less is more, meaning less inventory at higher profit per item means more time spent on the front end of the process, picking your item, being a very careful, methodical, deliberate picker, rather than getting as much stuff as you can and listing it as fast as you can and all that, stuff where you're just a mouse on a wheel going as fast as you can. That business model is just not for me. It's never been that way for me, but now I'm even refining it more. So I look at it as the fewer items you buy, the less photography you're going to have to do, the less prep work you're going to have to do. You have less inventory clutter all over the place. It's fewer packages to ship, but it results in a higher return for the work invested, because it takes just as much time to list a $10 item as it does a $50 items. And if you can discipline yourself to buy only the higher profit items, then you will see a difference in your bottom line. And I have to discipline myself on that just like you do. It's very hard to leave something behind that I know I can flip for 20 bucks really fast. But your time is your most valuable resource. And the more productive you can be with that time working on higher profit items, the more money you're going to make with the same amount of work. It's just discipline on the front end buying the higher profit items. So that's my goal for 2020, and to see how high I can get that profit per item by discipline on what I'm buying to work on. Okay, and I always give you a recap on my premium library. As of December 14th, 2019, there are 233 videos, 79 hours of education, and you can download the table of contents below this video if you want to see exactly what's in there. It's $20 a month, and with that you also get unlimited email support anytime you need help with your business. I'm there to help you by email. I usually answer within 8 hours or less, but the guarantee is 24 hours or less. So I'm there to help you. All right, we are at the end of another one, and just remember, like I said, I'm going to be doing a year-end summary recap and give you some more numbers and some more things to think about, showing what the average person can do on eBay with consistent effort, working out of their home, selling thrifted items. So I am for the pickers out there. Picking is the best way to make the most money. You get the highest profit per item, and that's really what you should be focused on. Not how many items you can put in your store, but focusing on quality over quantity. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.